Hello, in this video I'm gonna try to cover the thermals of my editing PC. During web browsing, the whole system should feel very relaxed. The i5 is a 65 watts class CPU with 154 watts max turbo ceiling, so light browsing keeps it far below its limits, and the RTX 5070 Ti is basically asleep at this point. Both SSDs should stay cool because browsing barely touches storage. When I switch to 4K YouTube and move between channels, temperatures rise a little, but still stay in an easy range. Here the CPU handles decoding and general system work, while the GPU does more of the display and the video pipeline. The 5070 Ti may warm slightly, but this kind of load is still light compared with editing or rendering, and both SSDs should remain effectively idle. Now the load becomes more meaningful. A 4K timeline with some 6K elements pushes the CPU, GPU, RAM and scratch storage together. The i5-13400 is still fine here because it has 10 cores and 16 threads, but this is where you start seeing sustained activity instead of short bursts. The RTX 5070 Ti should do most of the heavy lifting, while the 990 Pro handles system and project responsiveness, and the PE8110 keeps cache activity separated. Now this is the hottest part of the video. Heavy noise reduction and fusion elements increase GPU load sharply, and that usually causes the RTX 5070 Ti to run at the warmest in the system, with fans ramping more aggressively and hotspot temperatures climbing faster than in simple playback. The CPU also works harder because fusion and timeline management still needs CPU support, so the i5-13400 can warm up too, still much easier to cool than a K-series chip. At this stage, the SSD matter less for raw performance, but still matter for sustained cache writes, so the PE8110 is doing useful work by keeping scratch traffic off the OS drive. At the end, when DaVinci is idle, temperatures should drop back down quickly. The CPU and GPU both settle, the 990 Pro returns to low activity, and the PE8110 should also cool off once cache writes stop. The final idle stage is a good check that the case airflow is doing its job and that nothing is heat soaking after the heavy part of playback.